Hello everyone, welcome back to Cinders. Look at this, if we save, it says decision time. We're making decisions now. Woot! Alright, so, who would it be better to be indebted to? Who are we? Are we gonna go to the ferry or to Madame Guide to ask for help to get into the ball? I kind of feel, again, that we're going with the ferry route here. So, I kind of feel like we should just go with the ferry, and then definitely worth to replay this game to do different things, like go with Madame Guide or try to be like, I don't know, seduce Perrault or whatever. It also depends a bit on what you all want to see. But yeah, I kind of feel like let's just do the ferry and see what happens with the ferry, right? So then we can decide if we want to ignore the ferries in the future. So yeah, or the ferry, whatever, the ferry. Madame Guide's offer seems genuine, maybe even honest, but she seems dead set on getting what she wants, no matter the cost. And hell knows what that is when it comes to me and my future. Not that the ferry's too comprehensible or predictable. But there is no gain and no improvement without some sacrifice. And at least with the ferry, the accomplishment will be great, and the sacrifice will be nobody's but my own. Well, let's not be too hasty. I just remember what the captain said about the father's last will. If it really exists and I could find it, then things could turn out quite interesting. And since Carmosa was so kind as to leave the house and her study unattended... Ooh, should I search her room? Do it or just go? Okay, so there's actually an achievement for getting your father's... Well, you can see what the achievements are on Steam. And one of the achievements is getting your inheritance back. So I don't know if we should go for that or not. Go for the study. Go for getting the inheritance back. Should we search her room? Or should we just go with the ferry? Honestly, yeah, let's do it. Carmosa's room. This place is so creepy. Must be all the spite collected in the walls through the years. Being here makes me uneasy. I feel like she's going to jump out the cupboard any time. I wonder what would happen if she caught me. How far would she go? So far she's been very good with her scary words, but they were only words nonetheless. Alright, let's have a look around. This place looks like a cell in a monastery. There were many more items here when Father was still alive. Like his favorite globe that he used to teach me geography with. There are many countries in this world, Cinders. Some are completely unlike ours. I remember how surprised I was when I learned that there are lots of kings and queens and princes and dukes and castellans, I think? I used to fantasize about all those exotic archipelagos where people use magic to tame the ocean. Is that a true story or something he made up? Maybe a bit of both. But the globe's gone, and so are my fantasies. It's incredible how empty this room is. If people define themselves through the objects that they surround themselves with, Carmosa is an empty shell. Nothing so far. Alright, there's her desk, the most obvious place, so I doubt she hid anything here. Papers, some old shopping list, more papers. Oh, a receipt for the ball dresses. She wasn't kidding, they were really expensive. I swear, anytime I'm going to find Carmosa's secret plans for world domination. Huh, what's this? I give, devise, and bequeath all the residue of my estate. Hell, take me, that's it! Looks like I was wrong. I can't believe it. It's Father's last will. She really put it in her drawer. This is so awkward. Doesn't matter. Let's have a look. I, the undersigned, declare, in the case of my death, my wife is to become... my wife. Sir Carmosa is the rightful owner of the house after all. Not good. But here's an interesting part. In case my wife is unable to perform her duties as the head of the house, all rights and residue are to pass on to my prime daughter. Ah, okay, so you can somehow use this clause to get your, to get the house back or whatever. This is clear enough. In case of father's death, the house is to pass on to Carmosa. But should something happen to her, I'm the next in line. This is not as good as I hoped, but can still turn out to be extremely useful. No need to linger. I better go before one of the servants sees me snooping here and tells Carmosa. Good info, I guess. Cool. Let's save for funsies, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Forest. So the real question right now is this a good idea? Strange, majestic creatures appearing out of nowhere, claiming to know my mother, fairies changing the fate, and me in the middle. I'm going to be like those old ladies with a bunch of cats, a pointy hat, and warts on the tip of their noses who claim to be attuned to magic. Right. I shouldn't think too much about it. Let's just go and see if I'm right or not. Hello? Is anyone here? Feels a bit silly, but I have no choice. I have to get to the palace and go to the ball. If you're here, please show yourself. I need your help. Oh, this is hopeless. What was I thinking? I have no time for this. I need to get to the palace, with or without the assistance of magical forces. If there's one girl in this kingdom who deserves being there, it's me. Okay, there's some sort of choice there. Or, yeah. I spent enough days scrubbing floors in my own house to earn the right to have this one brief evening of complete freedom. Oh! Oh! Okay, I think I accidentally scrolled. Oh yeah, I did. Ho ho ho! I can scroll. Okay, sorry. I'm not gonna scroll anymore. But that's apparently what happened. Without worries, without abuse. Like an ordinary girl. I really need that. I start to feel as if Carmosa robbed me of everything that's magical, beautiful, and fun about life, and then replaced it with constant worry and competition. I need to prove myself that those things can still happen, that I'm not as broken as her daughters. And going to the ball is only the beginning. I need to change my life completely. No more idle whining and wishing. I thought a lot about it, and I think I have the outline of a plan, at least. There are two paths I could take. Retake the house from Carmosa's hands, or escape and leave the town. Start a new life. Why not enchant the prince, so he would make you his queen? Oh! You startled me. Were you listening the whole time? Yes. We are always listening to those who enter our domain. You have a third path before you. Why not charm the prince? Make him lose his head in just one evening and become his queen 1 week later? That part of fairy tales I always have had trouble believing. That and the fairies. Your doubts are misdirected. You could easily enthrall him with our aid. You came to the lake asking for our aid. We are offering it. Okay, so I guess this is like the way to become queen, which is what I was going for, so really. Which path will you take? What I really want? Alright. So I don't really, I mean I don't like the idea of enchanting the prince fake, but I don't know what's gonna happen. Escape the town, I presume, is the Steam achievement that is like, leave everything behind. And of course, become queen is one ending. There's one ending for death. I don't know how you die, but that's one ending. I'm probably gonna get it just because. Regetting your inheritance is also an ending, if I understand correctly. And I don't remember the others. But yeah, I mean, I kind of said we were going for the prince, and with the fairies' help. Doesn't really feel like what this Cinders would do, but we're going with the fairies. We are going with the fairies. Okay, go for the prince with the fairies. Making the prince fall for me. Now wouldn't that be a blow to Carmosa's ego? Even being at the ball, not to mention making a good impression, would send a clear message to my dear family. It shouldn't be difficult to achieve. Your voice is clear and firm. It sounds like your mother's when she sang for us. Does it? Then it means that she knew how to mask her insecurities as well. I don't know if this will work. Probably won't. But I look at it this way. If I am to flee the town like some criminal, there's still going to be time for that. What kind of life is that anyway? And taking the residence back from Carmosa? I admit, it sounds wonderful. But let's be honest, it's not going to happen. Carmosa keeps it tightly and won't let go. That's just the kind of woman she is, and I have to say, even I can respect that. So the truth is, this ball may be my only chance to significantly change my life. I must succeed. Mortal lives are dull and narrow, or tumultuous and broad. But what they are depends on one skill only. Grasping fate. Decisions alone mean little, and fate is like a frame waiting for the picture to be painted. It is only when the two meet that great things are accomplished. Only, how am I going to get to the royal palace? That's the hard part. Apart from small details like the guards and me not being invited, there are more pressing issues here. Like, what am I going to wear? I don't suppose you know a good tailor that works for free? Your seductive nature requires little aid, so providing you with the right clothing will be very easy. I don't really like the fact that we have a seductive nature, but okay! Have trust in the lake, Cinders. It remembered your mother's wish, and reached out to you, offering aid. Come to us before the ball. We will help you, and so the new concord shall be sealed. How do you manage to sound so secretive and eerie all the time? How exactly will you help me? Have trust in the lake, like your mother, she says, looking evil. Alright. Like my mother. Something tells me you're not going to answer me no matter what I say. But fine. I don't have a choice here but to agree with your rules, and hope it won't bite me in the rear. Oh, it will. It's fairy folk you're dealing with. The price is always very high. And not what you expect it to be. Indeed. You must embrace your fate as it unfolds through our works. You will have no trouble doing so. Your blood makes you attuned to sensing both opportunity and necessity. The plan is set. The new gift will be offered. Its weight and price shall unveil in time. You can go. Thank you, I think. I wonder what Mom would say about all of this. Looks like Carmosa's still out. Good. I was honestly afraid I wouldn't be able to get back on time. Or worse, stumble upon them on the way home. Nobody should have to come home hoping to find all the people gone, praying to be left alone. Fortunately, with some luck, it's the last time I feel like this. Tomorrow, everything's going to change. One way or the other. Or maybe I'm just wishing things. Can a normal girl like me catch the attention of a prince? Okay, first you're like, I want to be a normal girl. Then you're suddenly, I am a normal girl. Would you make up your mind? Am I really that special or attractive? It may not just be a bold... It may not be just a bold plan. It might be the first sign of... that I'm I do too much wishful thinking. On the other hand, he might be a spoiled brat. He might torture small animals for all that I know. Princes are allowed to do anything, right? It's too late for doubts and other what-ifs, though. I made my decision, and if I want to get anything, I need to stick to it. That is my only chance at success. Well, I mean, the captain of the guard, Perrault, told you that the prince doesn't want a pretty face. He wants, like, a person, or whatever, that is on his side, so... Alright, enough of this. I need to go into my room and stay there as usual. When Comosa comes back, I need to look like nothing is going on. The garden looks odd in this pale moonlight. Everything is set for the ball, but there's no living soul here, except me. It seems so unreal. Just a few hours ago, it was full of servants, carefully setting every little piece of decoration. Now it's deserted, as the preparations come to an end. Only the wind does not hesitate to run freely and ruffle everything. I have to say it feels unusual tonight, like a charge about to go off during the storm. This tension in the air almost feels tangible. Our court jester used to greet people, "May you live in boring times." This feels like the grim opposite. Almost like an omen of things to come, a sign of a storm closing in. Interesting times. I wonder whether this has any chance of success. Can I commit to change and make it happen? Is this even possible? I've read the philosophers, but never seen it come true. Books and idealistic theories are one thing, but people tend to resist change, even change for the better. Oh, you were so right about that, though. Father didn't make it any easier for me either. He was a good ruler, and he's remembered very fondly. Anything I'll do will be seen as betraying his legacy. It will all be easier if he had been a bloodthirsty tyrant. Feels like a storm is coming indeed. Even if I succeed, history may remember me as a renegade. And will any woman stand by me through this? Is this ball the best way to look for such a person? In the absence of better ideas or better judgment, I have made my decision, the best I could. Now all there is to do is to see things through, and hope. The weather tonight really doesn't feel right. All the dogs in the kennel act as if possessed. I should get back to the palace. Let's hope for an interesting ball night and boring times. I'm glad I could finally take off that damn dress. It's badly done, badly cut, tight as hell, and looks ridiculous. No corrections are going to change it. That little old man called himself a tailor. What a joke. I bet I could do a better job sewing a suit for him. Oh, I'd trim his waist good, cut his trousers right in all the right places, tight in all the right places. The little fellow would be even smaller by the time I was done. This whole situation, no matter how tight and tasteless our dresses are, they won't make any of us a princess. Gloria, weren't you supposed to be in the garden? Oh, sorry. Gloria, weren't you supposed to be in the garden? I was, but the weather turned bad so suddenly. I've never seen the weather change so quickly. Oh, my big mature sister got all spooked by a big bad cloud. Don't be ridiculous, Sophia. I'm not in the mood for this. Maybe you would like to get all soaked in the rain and look miserable, but I surely don't. Well, I don't see a single drop of rain outside. Neither can I. Strange. I swear I can see flashes between the clouds. Are you practicing talking about the weather before the ball? Because it's not working, you're still boring. No, but I can see that you are already sharpening your tongue. The prince would surely appreciate your wits. And how's your dress, Sophia? By all things held dear and holy by the name people in this world, I swear, if you ask me this question one more time, you will feel my pain. The reason I repeated the question so many times today was in the hope that it would stretch a little over time. Oh, well, it didn't stretch an inch. The tailor did a good job there. When I wear it, I feel like a properly packaged piece of pork. Why didn't you tell Mother then when we were at the tailor's? He could have applied further corrections. Because her loving motherly eyes told me, one more complaint and you're dead, girl. Your choice of words is poor as usual, but I agree with your sentiment. Mine is still much too tight as well. I always found astonishing how my pain tends to trigger such immediate joy in your little black heart. No, it's not like that. I mean, you're right about the joy part, but something else made me laugh. Do tell me. I'm sure it's going to be utterly enlightening. Well, tell me, aren't these dresses a wonderful metaphor for our lives? I fail to see it, I'm afraid. We're trying to fit into clothes which someone else made for us this whole time, or rather the image of us in that someone's head. I bet they're a perfect fit for those phantoms inside Mother's mind, disciplined and pretty as dolls. I mean, she's very right. Stop it! Your bitterness is getting tiring. And stop being so childish, it's only a dress. A lady must learn how to walk, talk, and smile, even if the corset is a bit tight. Ah, yes. Perfect metaphor for society. I know that Mother is only trying to teach us how to behave properly in society. She had to endure far more than a tight dress to get us where we are now. Oh yes, the sacrifices she makes to make us shine during the grand ball. Your cynicism gives you little credit. You know very well that this is important to her. Perhaps it is. But tell me this, sister. Is it important for us? Finally, the day's over. Both dresses fit, everything's in place, and even that incompetent tailor agreed to lower the price. All things considered, it all went better than expected. It's a shame the girls don't seem to realize how important this is for them. Nor do they appreciate how much effort it takes to prepare two young ladies to make their debut in court. Especially if nobody cared to invite them. They're not even aware of what that means for women their age. By noble standards, they're getting old and must be introduced soon if they are ever to find a husband. And without a husband, they may as well lock themselves up in this house and wait for old age to come and relieve them of their miserable lives. Sadly, the truth. I hope they'll grow up soon and open their naive eyes to the way of the world works, and open their naive eyes to the way the world works around them. It's either that or they will end up alone in some dark and empty room, forgotten and hated by everyone. Forgotten. Thank heavens for the night. If nothing else, it's easier to hide oneself in the dark from the gaze of others. If no one wants to see it, it isn't happening. That's the way people work. Ooh, so true. If no one wants to see it, poof, it's magically not happening. Which is the root of so many issues and problems and so much bad stuff. I can't even... Ugh. I learned that lesson the hard way. Is that a storm coming over the horizon? It's one of those strange cold ones. Without rain. I think I remember a storm like this. Many years ago. At night when she died. No good to think about things like that before I go to sleep. It's late, and the weather's turning bad. I better close the window before that storm comes. It's the fairies! Thank goodness it's dawn already. I haven't slept for the entirety of the night. How could I? I feel like there's a dozen especially vicious, poisonous butterflies having a grand ball of their own in my stomach. Poisonous butterflies. That's a good one, Cinders. Lack of sleep will surely make you very eloquent this evening. Still, if things do go according to the plan, this has just been my last night spent as a slave in my own house. I can hear Camosa's voice. Is she mustering the girls again? Her private little army of 2. Well, whatever training she gives them, nothing will prepare them for this evening. Oh my, won't they be surprised? As will be Carmosa. The all-powerful, all-knowing lady will be caught at a loss tonight. I think I should sneak out right after they leave the house if I'm going to get the dress before it all starts. So hurry up, girls!
Six additional guards in the main hall. That makes 65, and two dressed up as guests, following the prince discreetly. At least that much good has come from the masks everyone will be wearing. Guards can be disguised and mix in the crowd. Of course, every assassin, vagabond, and other villain opposing the role of the prince will be dressed as guests as well. This is going to be a long night. Security is quite tight, but during a masked ball, the chance of an unwanted person squeezing in is far too high for my liking. I guess I'll just have to follow the prince closely. Contrary to what His Highness believes, I think a proper guard presence is needed at this event. On the other hand, I'm being let go, so why do I care? The prince is determined that this is the age of politics and plots, not war. Information instead of steel. I wonder how well that will work. Somehow, I don't think people change that quickly, or willingly.
Especially not that quickly. I mean, it's not like everyone woke up today and was like, oh, you know, assassins are yesterday, we'll just do politics now. Like, no.
Someone assaults the future king with a hidden blade, but then suddenly the ruler yells, "What's the capital of the lands of the mist?" Well, and the attacker falls.
Yep.
But fair enough. I have decided not to adapt, so I'm staying behind. And with my inadequate methods, I shall protect the prince one last time. Then come what may. My attachment to the code, to honor, and to the crown is also a thing of the past. Inadequate. Let me just check the windows and fences one more time.
He's doing a great job, though.
You are late.
I know, I'm sorry. It was difficult to leave the house. Carmosa and the girls ran amok. Do you know how long it takes to tie all those funny strings in a corset? Wait, you probably don't. I can't believe I'm doing this. Making excuses in front of an otherworldly apparition.
Then don't make them.
Right. So, how am I going to get to the ball? I doubt this even possible.
Your doubts are useless. Your belief is not. Because you accepted our aid, we have left a gift for you under the old oak.
A gift?
As promised, we have sewn a dress for you. It will please you. You can try it on.
Alright then, just give me a moment. Heavens, it's beautiful! This fabric is so fine. What is it made of? Fairy hair? I don't know. Alright, keep your secrets. It's still incredible. The shoes are not exactly my size, though. I really feel like a princess. Whatever the prince, right now, I'd say it was worth it. Still, there's a minor detail of getting inside the palace without a royal invitation.
Lords of this land, and their obsession with insignificant pieces of paper. Seals made by mortals mean nothing to us. As long as you keep the dress on, no one will stop you. Be confident, walk right in, and don't look back.
It sounds strange, but who am I to discuss secrets of the arcane with a half-transparent being? I know it will work. Thank you for your help. I owe you.
We are honoring the old concord and sealing a new one with you. Like your mother, you have not forsaken us. You have made rights, and your wish will be granted. We will carry the weight of your fate for a while. We will help you lift it higher and carry it further. Once the cycle is complete, the weight will reveal its prize. We wish you good fortune, Cinders. It is time for you to go.
Boo! What is this? What is this? What happening? What? We are at the ball! Okay, it's the ball. Okay, it's the ball. I'm not even gonna read it because the ball is what we do next time. Okay, I want to see. Oh, we are at the grand ball. Look at that. Okay, grand ball. Definitely something we do in the next episode. We go to the grand ball. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see ya